As your bead tank's pressurized, beads are pushed down to your bead guns. They're just air operated, open and closed by this cylinder right here. Inside here, there's a nozzle. You get various sizes of a nozzle put in there depending on how many beads you want to come out. We don't recommend you going over 65 psi in the bead tank. If you need more beads, just simply remove that nozzle, put a bigger nozzle in, and you can turn your pressure back down and start again. Once you turn that pressure up above 65, you get a lot of abrasion through the nozzles, and it wears them out very fast.
What's the biggest bead you can spray in this?
The biggest beads?
Yeah.
The latest one I heard is class 4, type 4 bead gun beads, which are very big. We also use that gun for elements. They're very big and cumbersome, so we have a really big nozzle that you can put in there to get the elements through there. So as far as putting out the larger beads, no, you got the beads for it. I got the gun for it. Just need a bigger nozzle. What kind of nozzle you got in there now?
Not sure.
The biggest one that we know of that's on the market is with the Binks big bore nozzle. They call it the big bore nozzle. I don't even know what size it is, but it's big. And you get a lot of beads out of it. What's your bead rate you're shooting for?
Anywhere between 6 to 7.5.
Pounds per gallon?
Yeah.
And how fast you go?
Between 8 and 8.5.
And how big a line?
4 inch.
15, 16 mil thick? Yeah, should be able to do that with
15, 16.
should be about point 0.381 or so nozzle, whatever the Binks equivalent to that is, should be good. I know the Graco sizes by heart, but I don't know the Bink sizes. But you should, bigger than a 234, about a 381 nozzle, 0.381 diameter. Do you have the nozzles that came with the gun?
Yeah, it's still.
It should have been an
I have a
assortment.
spare one. I'm going to get it, see if I can get the nozzle out of it.
Say with the new truck, it's good to go through this because you got no beads in it. You can swap all the nozzles out. But with beads in it, it's a pain. Because one little bead in there, that nozzle won't go up in the hole. A couple of beads on those threads will bind that all up. That's why it's good to have your air takeoff to keep
We've
all
had to
stuff
pull
clean.
over a time or two. It's had trash caught in there, paper, plastic.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's all we got for the bead section. Any questions on that?
Yeah, we've got one set. I'm not sure what it is, but I can't remember which side. We got one. Oh, okay. The yellow side, they're pouring out. This side here is a lot less. What we call something like that.
Bigger nozzle, or maybe that nozzle's
nozzle.
worn.
Could be worn.
With the Epic Solutions, the nozzles they give you aren't hardened, so they wear out very fast. That's why we suggest you buy the Binks nozzles. They're a lot more money, but they're hardened. They won't wear out so fast.
With those numbers we gave you on the speed, meals, and all that, the paint bead pressure, was that? I was reading in here and it said about 15 psi for bead pressure. We're setting it back about 5 to 10. Like I said, that side over there, they're just pouring out, but this side here.
Well, it's whatever it takes to get the beads out. I mean, you can use the same nozzle for 5 pounds per gallon or 6 pounds per gallon at the same speed. Just got to vary the pressure up and down to make it flow the way you need it to. Let me get my calculator here. So if you're running 2 guns at the same time,
Yeah.
This guy could be putting out 10 pounds per gallon.
Right.
And that guy could be putting out 2 pounds per gallon.
Yeah.
And it's going to tell you got 5 or 6 pounds per gallon.
I'm sorry I interrupted you while he was videoing.
What's that?
I shouldn't have interrupted you while he was videoing.
No, it's good. This is why I'm here.
But I do want to get with you because I'm wanting to shoot wet elements and change that up. And I didn't know if I need to get, if I can get a big bead and a little bead. I know one bead will go to the bottom of the tank, so I need a separate tank on it. You can't blend them.
Or just take a couple of miles an hour, because you're painting about the speed that most DOTs paint. 8 miles an hour, 8 to 10 miles an hour is the average. But they found that over 8 miles an hour you get that bead roll. So if you're at 8, you might be okay, and any faster than 8. So right now you're just shooting the beads right down into the paint. You're getting good embedment for sure. Maybe too good, but you're not helping the bead roll at all. We actually have a machine that has a little set of rollers in it that shoots the bead backwards. So whatever, it used to be whatever speed the truck was going, it would shoot them back the same way. So when the bead fell, it fell straight, just like you dropped it with your hand into the paint. But while developing that, we found the 8 mile an hour rule works pretty good. So if you're going less than 8, you're okay. 8 and above starts getting squirrely. But
So who do we need to get with about getting this?
is that a white gun in the back? You got 3 yellows and a white?
3 white and black, yeah.
Oh, this is a black gun in the
Or
middle?
2 yellows and a white and black, sorry.
3 yellows.
Yellow, white, right here. That's the black one.
Oh,
We don't use the black one very, very much at all.
what I would do is I would move your bead guns to this row,
Okay,
get them closer to the paint gun.
okay.
That way you don't have that skinning effect. And put that black paint in the back. You don't care if you have beads on the black or not. Use the black just for blackout.
Well,
Illuminated. Contrast.
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 White dash.
we do put the beads on the black to help with the glare.
Yeah, I'm gonna call him.
It doesn't shine, but it cuts down on the glare during the daytime. Which the contractors, we've talked to through Action, like on their trucks, they actually have like that black, almost looks kind of like charcoal, comes on top of their black, which it's like a dark bead, it's not like regular reflective bead.
I never heard of that. I mean, the airports, they don't want beads in the black at
Yeah,
all.
I remember when we had the pre-delivery inspection, they was like, well, why do you want beads on black one? Which we tried that, but then whenever we went and started spraying the black, it had a lot of glare. So then, I think a couple of years ago, we sent the unit off to Oregon where it was and had them reprogrammed for it. Now whenever we shoot black, we got beads on top of it.
Wow, once you get a glossy black paint?
On the concrete, it looks glossy, but on the older asphalt, it doesn't.
I would tell your paint manufacturer to give you a nice flat black paint.
They also said it helped for tracking, having the beads in it.
Yeah.
What's that?
Tracking.
They said it helped tracking and drying, having the beads in it. It's kind of crazy.
It's more been trial and error because my older truck, we sprayed black one time with it. So, and this one, we're starting to get more and more the black and white skips and areas. So it's kind of, it's not everywhere, but we're just trying to keep up with the times.
Good times or bad times, you gotta keep up with them. All right, oh, walked right by. Oh yeah, you guys ever use this at all?
Yeah.
Should mention that this is your bead wand for your handwork. Turn the beads on and off with the valve right there when you need them. You ever hook up the paint gun?
Yeah, the paint, it's actually removed to get rebuilt.
Okay, move on to the hydraulic system. Oops, where'd it go? There it is. Let's look at the hydraulic tank right here. If you want to get up close, aim, shoot from back here. Now let's get up there, you have a better shot.